Ja, we zijn op week Bunyonyi. We verblijven op een van de 28 eilanden. En voor deze ochtend hebben we een heerlijke, relaxte boattrip. En dan gaan we kijken wat hier allemaal te zien en te doen is.
But the Punishment Island is the smallest island among the 29 islands that we have here, where our grandmoms and granddads used to punish girls that were getting pregnant when they were not yet married. So whenever a girl gets pregnant before she was married, it was a big loss to the family. Because by then, whenever a family produces a girl child, they would think of a future income, future big income of getting dowries, because by then they used to give a lot of cows and money as dowries. So whenever a girl gets pregnant, that was a big shame to the family. So the family had to also punish the girl seriously through beating the girl to the extent of killing the baby inside, and after proving that the fetus have died, the old brother and the father of the girl had to take a girl in a local canoe and they drop her on the punishment island, such that the girl can starve and definitely die from the island. So a lot of girls died from the island because by then there were no these family planning methods, and girls were normal, they had boyfriends.
House, yeah. You live here.
Yes, I'm by names of Ndamwesga Tyson, commonly known as Tyson Bunyonyi. This is my grandmom, Chitaraga Bigwemauda, the one that was survived from the Punishment Island. And the Punishment Island is the smallest island among the 29 islands that we have here at Lake Bunyonyi, where our grandmoms and granddads used to punish girls that were getting pregnant before they were married. So this grandma of mine got pregnant when she was not yet married, and the family members had to beat her seriously, and they killed the baby inside. And after killing the baby inside, the old brother and the father of my grandmom took her in a canoe and they dropped her on the punishment island, so as she can starve and definitely die from the punishment island. But by that time when they were dropping her there, they found there other two girls. So it became a group of 3 girls, and they stayed together for 2 nights. And during the day of the second night, they decided to count 1, 2, 3, and the third time to jump into the lake so as they can drown, because swimming lesson was not common here. So it was like a way of killing themselves. And as they counted 1, 2, the thrice time, my grandmom feared to jump into the lake, and the other 2 girls jumped, so they died, and she was left alone for the 3rd night. And during the night of the 3rd night, she was screaming because she was very hungry, and she knew that it was her last touches in the world. So as she was screaming, my grandpa was passing by with a canoe. He heard someone screaming on the punishment island. The man was very good, kindly, and he parked on the island. He found that this was the lady that was screaming on the island, so he had to help her to take her in a canoe, and he brought her here in this family. And they used the herbal medicine because the lady was, my grandmom by that time was very, very in abnormal conditions. So they used the herbal medicines because here there were no these modernized medicine. They used the herbal medicines to treat my grandmom, and she recovered, and my grandpa decided to marry my grandmom. So now she's my grandmom and I'm the grandson. that after the punishment island situation, when my grandpa brought her here, that the life starts again, and she started with a new life of visiting churches. That's why she's like waving and singing the kind of church song, so that she handed over all his life to God.
How many years? 20.
You are right.
Yeah?
Yeah?
That
20?
Yeah. That she still needs like 20 years in the future.
Okay.
Act as a tour guide here at Lake Bunyonyi. So whoever wants to explore or have some stories or visit my grandmom to have an eye to an eye like conversation, you're highly welcome. Thank you.